أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد ولعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الأولين والآخرين إلى قيام يوم الدين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. In our last session, we talked about the laws regarding the Kalil water and flowing water, rain water during downpour, and well water in detail. Today, inshallah ta'ala, we are going to address a very important question that we often comes across, and that is, how can the body, clothes, or a carpet or floor be purified from the impurity, if there is an intrinsic impurity, ainu najasa, that falls on body or clothes or carpet or floor. How can we purify it? Whether the laws with regards to purifying it from qalil water or kur water, are they different or the same? Inshallah, we are going to discuss it today. So the question is, okay, this marker is not working. Body, clothes, carpet, rug, same thing, or floor. Be purified from the impurity, like how can the body, clothes, or carpet or floor be purified from the impurity like blood, semen, urine, and feces? When we say impurity, sometimes by impurity we mean, like I have used the terminology, intrinsic impurity. Intrinsic impurity is ayn najasa, like the examples we gave, blood, feces, semen, and there are many others, but that has to do with impurifying right now. These are some of the examples of these, right? These are the aynun najasa, intrinsic impurity. Sometimes we have impurity that is mutanajjis, inshallah, that is also going to come after a while. Mutanajjis, the impurity, is the thing that is impure. For example, there is a towel that is impure now because some blood has fallen upon it. That towel would be called mutanajjis. If there is a hand on it, there is some urine fallen upon it, that hand would be called mutanajjis. So the thing that is, when we say the thing that is on what the impurity has fallen, it's called mutanajjis. So sometimes by impurity we mean mutanajjis, and sometimes by impurity we mean aynun najasa, intrinsic impurity. Right now we are talking about by impurity over here in our topic. We mean the intrinsic impurity, aynun najasa, like blood, semen, urine, or feces. Okay. Now, the rules are different with regards to body and with regards to clothes and with regards to carpet and floor. And it differs also if it is urine or if it is blood, semen, or feces. So we are going to discuss them one by one. By impurity, right now, we said there are two meanings that could be implied. By impurity, right now, we mean mutanajjis, the thing that is impure. Okay? Purifying the impurity with. Now, if you have Kalil water, okay, either you're going to purify it with Kalil water or you are going to do it with Kur water. These are the two cases. Either the water that you have is in a container like a jug or a jar, okay? So any water that is less than 384 liters is going to be considered as Kalil water. We have already established that in our last session. So if the water is Kalil water, then how are you going to purify the impurity? Or if the water is Kur water, then how are you going to purify the impurity? Okay. With Kalil water, either the impurity is going to be urine, okay, or it is blood, semen, feces. Okay. So with Kalil water, what the two kinds of impurity that are under the discussion, we have divided into urine and blood, semen, and feces. With regards to the purifying the impurity with, now what is our discussion? A quick recap so that things don't get confusing. With regards to purifying the impurity with Kalil water, and the impurity is urine. Okay? All right. So if the impurity is on body, then there's a separate law, or the impurity is on clothes, okay, then there's a separate law. We're not doing carpet or floor right now. So if the intrinsic impurity is urine, number one, you are purifying it with what? Kalil water. Okay, you are purifying it with Kalil water. Where is the impurity? The impurity is on body. If it's on body, then putting the Kalil water twice on it would make your body pure. Putting the water on it twice would make the water pure. But the wastewater, which is called ghusala, would be impure on the basis of obligatory precaution. The wastewater that comes out of it would be impure on the basis of obligatory precaution. Remember, we are doing the laws regarding laws of Ayatollah Sistani. All right. So on the basis of obligatory precaution, the wastewater that comes out of while washing it is going to be considered as impure. Okay. When it comes to clothes, if there is urine in clothes and you have to purify it with Kalil water, again you have to put water twice, but squeeze it every time. Kalil water is there and there is urine on clothes. How to purify it? You can purify it by putting the Kalil water on it. All right, on the container you have a Kalil water. You put the water on it once, then you squeeze it, then you put the water again and you squeeze it. Now the clothes are pure, tahir. All right, but again, the wastewater that comes out of it would be impure on the basis of obligatory precaution. I'm not writing it again. Same thing comes that I've written it here. Here there's not enough space. Okay. If now there is blood, semen, or feces, all of this discussion that we had regarding the semen, regarding the urine on body or clothes. Now there's blood, semen, or feces on the body or clothes. Once. Oh, sorry. First, impurity would be removed. Then put water once. So if the intrinsic impurity and najasa is one of the three, then first the impurity is to be removed. If there is, for example, blood on body, first you will remove the blood with tissue or with towel or with a paper. So you do that first, and then if you put water once, then the part of the body is pure. If it's close, then again, first impurity to be removed, then water once, put water once and squeeze it. You put water once on it and squeeze it, then the clothes would be pure. First you have to remove the impurity. Once the impurity is removed, there is, for example, if there is blood, so the impurity is removed, some color of the impurity remains that cannot be removed. That's fine, you can just put water on it once and it would be pure. Okay, when it comes to kur water, then either, again, two kinds we have: urine or blood, semen, or feces. If there is kur water, for example, hose water, hose water would be kur water if it's connected to a container, to a tank, and in tank there is, for example, 500 liter of water, then it's called kur water. So it's very easy. You have to put water on the urine, whether it's body or the clothes, doesn't matter. You have to put water on it twice. So in this case, you put water twice. The wastewater that comes out of it will not be impure in the case when the water is kur. Number one. Number two, you don't have to squeeze it. Like over there in Kalil water, you had to squeeze it, squeeze the clothes. Over here, if it's closed, you don't have to squeeze it. There's no need for that. If it's urine, you have to put water twice. But if it's blood, semen, or feces, first the impurity is to be removed, then putting once. If the impurity is blood or semen or feces, or you are purifying it with kur water, then first the impurity is to be removed. Any of the three impurities there, then that has to be removed. Then putting the water once would be enough to purify it. This is the law regarding the kur water. Remember, we are discussing kur water right now. All right. With regards to the laws regarding the carpet, it is a bit detailed, inshallah. We will discuss it in our next session. How to clean the impurity from the carpet, if it's Kalil water, or if we have to do with Kalil water, or we have to do with Kur water, how to do it, inshallah. We will discuss that in our next session. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.